Hi Drew, I recently damaged my snowboard and I was wondering if you could show me some tips.
Sure. Fixing a damaged snowboard base is real simple. It takes a few basic materials that you can pick up at any local ski shop and just a little bit of time and know-how. I'm happy to show you how to do it.
Let's get to it.
So these are some of the basic materials that you're going to need to repair a snowboard base. First of all, sandpaper. Sandpaper is used to clean out the base damage before you actually drip the P-Tex in. Fibertex, which is essentially a scour pad, helps too. A lighter to help light the P-Tex candle, which is shown here. It's the repair material. It's just the same material your base is made out of. You're going to need a scraper to help keep the P-Tex drips from falling where you don't want them on the base of the board. You're also going to need a razor blade. The razor blade is going to be used to scrape the excess P-Tex off after you've dripped it on and allowed it to cool. So a file is a tool that is helpful but not entirely necessary for the process. It'll just help smooth out the surface when you're done and make it all nice and level. And a brush will also do the same thing. It's helpful, not necessary, just to smooth out a nice level finished surface when you're done with the repair. And those are the main tools you're going to need to repair a ski or snowboard base. Alright, so you can see here's the damage to the board. It's pretty deep. Probably going to want to repair this just to make the board more flat along the surface, less friction. So we're going to start by just cleaning out the damage with a little bit of sandpaper, smooth it out a little bit. Just take off all the rough edges basically and make a better surface for the P-Tex to bond to. So now that that's all cleaned out, next step, going to light the P-Tex up. Now this is important to make sure you get a nice even burn so that it drips evenly. So I'm going to light the P-Tex now and get it so it'll drip for us nice and even. Just make sure you don't burn your hand in the process, but get a nice even burn on it. You want it to be burning at the same rate throughout the whole candle. You don't want it burning faster on one side or the other because you're not going to get an even drip when you come onto the board. So, you can see the P-Tex is now starting to catch fire and drip. You want to spin it around just a little bit, make sure it gets burning evenly. Similar to what you would do when you're lighting a match. You don't want it burning hotter on one side than the other. Now just slide your scraper right over to where you're going to be preparing, and you want to drip as close as you can to the damage. Just let it go right in nice and even. Try and keep it burning as hot as you can. If the temperature drops, you will start to get oxidation in the plastic and it's not going to bond as well. So now, once you've got a nice even coating filling the level, filling the scratch, just pull it away and you're going to want to let it cool for a few minutes. And then once it's cool, you can start to scrape off the excess. Okay, so now that the P-Tex drip has cooled thoroughly, we're going to use a razor blade here to just shave off the excess. This step is all about patience. Don't try and take off too much at once, just do a little bit at a time. That way you can make sure you get a nice level coat on top. And just kind of keep going at it like this until you get it as level with the rest of the base of the board as you can. Just keep going right like that. Brush away some of the excess. Now chances are one coat's probably not going to be enough, so grab a little sandpaper, sand it back out again. Maybe take a file like this one and just make sure that everything is nice and level. A brass brush like this can help smooth it out a bit too. And now you're ready to start for your second coat, which is just the same process. And you just have to repeat this process a few times until you feel that your damage is repaired thoroughly. Okay, so once you get it lit again, same process as before, just nice level drip. Trying to keep it hot as you can. Drip it right into the damaged area. Let it cool. Scrape it again. Repeat as needed. Alright, so once again, when your P-Tex drip cools, just take your blade and shave it off as so. Brush away the extra. File it level. Ensuring a nice, smooth, friction-free surface. Brush it down with your brass brush. And you're good to go.